Hello guys, so this is Mel and I am from obviously Easy Keto, and I'm really interested in how potatoes and how rice affect the blood sugars. Now this guy here, he's from the Beat Diabetes channel and he's got a great channel. He shows you a range of experiments he does on himself. In this instance he eats potatoes which supposedly has resistant starch, so that means they've cooked and they're cooled down again, and you will not face the sugar spikes by 50%. So he did this experiment on himself and he found this.
I eat and test a food or a meal, what I'm most concerned about are my blood sugar peaks. Just how far did this particular food drive my blood sugar before it started?
So the week before he did a baseline one where he ate a potato without it being resistant starch, and his blood sugars went sky high. So he did the second experiment using supposedly resistant starch.
Back on its way down. Last week I ate two similarly sized sweet potatoes, one by itself and the other with butter, bacon drippings, and bacon. The potato eaten by itself gave the highest peak, which was a 201 at the 1 hour post-meal mark. The potato eaten with the butter and bacon peaked at 187, which was definitely lower, but not that much lower. Today, with all the hype about resistant starch, I thought I'd see a significant improvement. But my blood sugar peaked at the 1 hour mark at 191. Ouch! Only 10 points lower than when I ate the potato by itself just out of the microwave.
Okay, so get that. His blood sugar is 10 points below what it was just eating a normal potato with butter on it. So still his blood sugars are sky high using this supposedly resistant starched potato.
As I mentioned, I'm not very impressed. To give you all the scores, I started at the 30-minute post-meal mark with a 133. By 1 hour, I peaked at 191. By 1.5 hours, I dropped to 165. And by 2 hours, I was at 130, which...
Okay, so look at this. So regular potato, resistant potato. And that was him after 30 minutes, 133 and 168, 1 hour, 200 and 191, 1.5 hours, 162 and 165. It's exactly the same, and we're still high here at the resistance 2 hours later. So this is no better than eating an actual potato. But obviously if you're on keto, you're going to avoid potatoes, rice, bread, all of these sky high foods. Right, let's go and have a look at some of the comments. So this is in his comments and it says, I can definitely say it didn't work for me. Tried out some cold fried rice last night with some sauteed spinach and chicken on my blood sugar. Still spiked way higher than normal, above 150. I've consciously kept my blood sugar below 104 all week by eating mostly salads and wanted to see the effect of rice on my blood sugar level. The resistant starch thing is hogwash. Avoid starches and carbs, period. If you want to lose weight, do intermittent fasting or eat foods that will not cause major blood sugar rise, such as get on that keto diet, guys. It's the best for you. Low carb, low carb, low carb. And here's another comment. I've had varying levels of success with this theory, no real pattern that I could see. Once I did rice and my levels only went up to about 20 points. Another time the rice sent my sugar up 60 points. Just not worth it in my opinion. Now this one here says, in an article I saw the potatoes were chilled for several days. I was curious because the health benefits of the resistant starch, so-called prebiotics, were cited. In my own test I only tested at the 2 hour mark, and the potato had been in the refrigerator for a couple of weeks after being pressure cooked. I'd say it lasted because it stayed in the plastic bag after having all nutritional value cooked out of it. 2 hours my blood sugar went up something like 14 points. As for the benefits, I can't speak for them. I choose russets. By the way, as for enjoying it, that's probably the wrong reason to do it. No, come on. We eat food because we want to enjoy it. That's me. A cold potato with salt and pepper, as I described, is not very satisfying unless you're wanting something to soothe an empty stomach. I'm still intrigued by the idea of a prebiotic German potato salad. As for the other forms of resistant starch, they're proven. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. One called coconut oil roast in particular has studied a scientific environment. At best, though, it limits the effect of some of the least dangerous rices. Okay, so this guy says, it does work. But I'm not saying the jury is out. I'm just saying it doesn't work very well. And just lastly, great stuff. I can pretty well confirm that your results are almost the same. Resistant starch doesn't work for me. And if we Google resistant starch, you can find tons and tons of articles and videos, but these guys were actually quite good. It worked for her. It didn't work for him though. It worked for her to keep her full. But if we look, there's so many different articles here on resistant starch, and I wonder if these doctors have actually done their own research and not just parroting other people's research. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick video on resistant starch. I don't think it works actually, so I'm not buying into it. Thanks for watching. Mel from Easy Keto.